Hello everyone and welcome back to the series that I'm now going to dub Yin Yang Can't Keep Up with the News. It's just coming at us so quick, so heavy, and I'm not a CA partner. So we are going to look at the Changeling gameplay showcase today. I'm sure that you guys have already seen it on other channels, but if you're interested in what I think, stay with me and let's get started. My boy Boris.
What is the worth of mortal life without a little chaos? My staff has merely been the carrot.
They really gonna do my boy Boris like that? Really? Anyway.
And I am the stick. Let the game begin.
Oh, there goes that vortex booze. I like the voice actor for the Changeling, by the way.
The Changeling, a trickster, a schemer, and a cult leader, always present but never seen. He can take on many faces, all but one, the great God Zeech himself. Excited to see the deceiving horror in action? You can order or share your thoughts below. In the Realm of Chaos campaign, the Changeling starts his journey of deception and disorder in Nordland.
Kind of thought he'd be making Cathay a little more dangerous. Just my thought, but, you know. I mean, it's, like in my campaign, it's dangerous. In the vanilla campaign, not so much.
And in the Immortal Empires campaign, he begins his scheming in Stirland.
Okay, so again.
The Changeling operates in the shadows and will never overtly hold a settlement, but this does not make him a horde faction. As he isn't tied to a region, he can roam about the map, recruiting units from anywhere, and is free from all diplomatic penalties from trespassing.
Ooh, I like that. But what about his other lords? Like he's good, but his other lords aren't, or what? Like, if I've got just random Zeechian Chaos Lord, nobody would notice him? The Changeling, okay, they don't notice him, but anyway.
His only goals are to scheme and sow chaos while his cults operate obscured within settlements he has won victory over. After winning a settlement, the Changeling can plant hidden trickster cults to the ends of creating disorder in one form or another.
Ooh, nice.
There are two types of building chains, symbiotic and parasitic. Symbiotic buildings help the settlement grow, and of course, this helps.
That's pretty sad income.
The
Still,
Changeling
sounds
at
like
the
you could
same
really
time.
stack that.
The better a settlement does, the better you do. Parasitic buildings, on the other hand, cause damage and destruction, rotting the settlement and region from within. So there are a few choices
Better
to
on
make.
income, though.
Do you want your host settlement to thrive, slowly die, or have a balanced give and take?
Can you
For
have
the
a
most
parasitic
part, symbiotic buildings
and
won't
symbiotic
cause
building?
any real issues for the host settlement, and they can be blissful in their ignorance.
Yeah, it looks like you can. If you're looking over here, that's parasitic, that's a symbiotic. All right, cool.
They will provide you with fewer cult supplies compared to their parasitic counterparts, but that's the trade-off for remaining in the shadows. Parasitic buildings are more disruptive, upping corruption and lowering control. They also increase the chance of your cults being discovered in a settlement, meaning your cults can be booted out. The Warhammer world is a game board to the Changeling, and everyone in it are his pieces, all unwilling participants in his plots. This is how the Changeling has ultimate victory, by performing the ultimate scheme.
Interesting. Theaters of War, Chaos Waste, Darklands, Mountains of Moor, Grand Cathay, Norska Kislev, and the Empire. Oh. Wow. See, I don't think I've ever really had, well, no, I guess you do have some final battles with other races showing up to help you, but still, that's cool.
But to get there, you need to perform multiple minor and grand schemes. Each theatre of war has its own set of schemes, all with different goals. Once you complete a minimum of 3 schemes in a theatre, you will be able to perform the grand scheme for that area. This unlocks a quest battle that you will need to win. Once you've completed 3 grand schemes, you will be able to unlock the ultimate scheme. Who you fight in this final battle will be determined by which grand scheme you have completed over the course of your campaign. One of the Changeling's greatest tricks is the ability to become anyone he wishes.
Ooh, that's a lot of people. Let's back this up just a little bit. I want to see who else. Now I want to see if modders will be able to add their characters to this as well, because that'll be pretty cool.
To become anyone he wishes. You unlock new forms by defeating that lord or hero in battle, specific schemes, or diplomatic alliances. Once you've chosen which form you wish to take from the lords and heroes you have unlocked, you can transform into them freely in battle, inheriting their strengths.
Boris has a real portrait?
This opens up a huge number of tactical options when planning your grand strategies, and will always keep your opponent guessing.
That's a pretty nice transformation.
Comment which lord you would take into battle. To order or find out more about the game, check
There goes Acold Hellbrass.
out the links below. Along with the assortment of existing units that the forces of Siege can access, Shadows of Change brings a few more to the Raven Gods roster.
What was
Wherever
that?
these wandering wizards go, magic and carnage is sure to follow. The Blue Scribes are the new legendary hero. They are quick and have a nasty assortment of spells to send all running. The Cockatrice is a large, single entity.
Oh my
flying
god,
monster.
look at that thing.
All talons, beak, and tail. There is no safe place when this winged monstrosity is around. An abomination is all there is to be said for this horror. All magic and muscle, the mutilith vortex beast is the last thing many see. The Sangor are rampaging, axe-wielding monsters at heart. With Vanguard deployment, they can cause a lot of damage to the enemy. Echoed Hellbrass is your free LC hero, with high armor and a love of killing. You will also gain the Regiment of Renown units, the Sourguts, Shrieking Skyrays, and Aishan the Fallen. We hope you enjoyed this first look at the Changeling, his mechanics, and some of the new units that are coming to the Shadows of Change DLC. Yuanbo is next in the spotlight, so don't forget to subscribe so you know when that video drops. And if you wish to pre-order or learn more about the Shadows of Change DLC, all the usual links are in the description below.
Okay, so, that might have to be my Realm of Chaos campaign. I know I dogged on the Realm of Chaos a little bit, but you know, that's where the story happens, so that might be where I have to do it. I am not really interested if what they said about Yuan Bo's mechanic or campaign story is correct. I don't want to fight the Lizardman as Yuan Bo. I want to fight the Lizardman as Yin Yin. So, that's neither here nor there today, though. Let's talk a little bit about the Changeling. So, just bouncing back a little bit. Where'd it go? Okay, so we got the symbiotic buildings and the parasitic buildings. It kind of seems like it would be the best balance to do maybe like 2 symbiotic, 1 parasitic, and then 1 military. Because I don't think if what I've heard is correct, the military buildings aren't going to give you a plus or minus. Excuse me, for your discoverability. So that's what I would do. Either that or have well, no, I think that's probably going to be your best balance, because the symbiotic buildings give you less, but they also lower your discoverability chance. So, and it doesn't look like any of them make the other ones something that you can't use. So that's cool. Taking a look, and the changeling's really cool. The changeling's really cool. Now, I've had the changeling for months, not over a year now, just because Legendary Characters already has the changeling. He can't do all this cool stuff, so I'm definitely glad that he's in the game, and that's something that CA can really do well, right? Is they really do a good job at designing campaign mechanics. I was looking at this and I was like, what could they possibly give him, right? He's definitely more of a hero than a lord. I was actually thinking Egon von Horseman would be a better legendary lord. Don't stone me for saying so, but you know, there it is. Especially with the cult mechanic, I thought that would be like all him, because he was like the guy that they didn't discover him until until it was too late, right? And he had already broken free the Baldros, I think his name is, the mighty chaos dragon that was underneath the Colleges of Magic. Anyway, or underneath the Light Temple in the Colleges of Magic. I can't remember. Anyway, this Theaters of War system is pretty cool. I want to know if they're going to carry it over, right, to the main campaign, because this seems really cool, right? I want to have something to kind of drive me in the main in Immortal Empires. I don't want to just be floating around making money and never actually taking over the world, right? There's got to be some kind of end game when you're talking about someone who can't conquer settlements. So this system is very cool. Being able to take on the appearance of any legendary lord. Now, I'm guessing, well, no, it says it right here. The changeling is capable of transforming into legendary lords and heroes of the world to wield their considerable power on his own in battle. To gain access to a form, the changeling must defeat them, form an alliance with their faction, or complete a certain scheme. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so you got 3 different ways to really get to it. That's good, because a lot of these guys, unfortunately, especially if you're not playing with Recruit Defeat the Legendary Lords, a lot of these guys will die before you ever see them. So you won't get access to everybody. And I'm really glad that they gave Boris a legendary, appearance. Like he's been here since day 1, man. Or was it? No, well, maybe not day 1, but the first DLC, the first awful DLC, the Beastman. I had fun with the old Beastman, but
He wishes. You unlock new forms by defeating that lord or hero in battle, specific schemes, or diplomatic alliances.
oh, okay, they said it. I wasn't listening.
Once you've chosen which form you wish to take from the lords and heroes.
Anyway, jumping forward. The blue scribes are pretty cool. Pickled Hellbreast doesn't look like I thought he would look, but I'm still with it. I'm
Also
digging
gain
it.
the Regiment of Renown units.
And then we're just touching on Regiments of Renown, and I think that's about it. I'm eager to see these. What's going on where the Empire is coming and
Yuan Bo is
bowing
next in the
before
spotlight.
Yuan Bo. Like, you guys got to tell me what's going on with my boy Yuan Bo. I'm not Yin Yang Total War if I'm not putting Cathay first and foremost. So there it is.
So
There's
don't
your
forget to
there's your Cathay fanboyism for you right there.
subscribe so you know when that video drops. And if you wish to pre-order or learn more about the Shadows of Change DLC, all the usual links are in the description below.
And still loving that picture. I'm really interested to see what Mother Estancia's got going on as well. But hopefully, I guess they did say that next week is going to be you on Bo, so stay tuned for that, right? I'm very excited for that. And I hope that you guys are excited for that as well. I know that the price point, and I really hammered on this yesterday. I know that the price point is probably too high for what we're getting, right? But it doesn't mean that I'm not still excited for it. There'll just have to be another game that I don't have time for anyway, that I don't purchase so that I can purchase this, right? In the meantime, I know, guys, that I am falling behind on my Let's Plays. I am going to get back to them. I've just been super swamped with real life stuff. If you didn't see before, I had to give up on my Archaon campaign, but we are going to be starting a Miao Ying campaign where we just run straight through, try and get as much done as we can in the Immortal Empires Expanded mod before our boy Yuan Bo and the rest of them drop as well. So you guys stay tuned for that. It should be coming to you real soon. If not tomorrow, then hopefully Friday. Anyway, as always, to all my friends, wherever you are, good morning, good evening, and good night. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks again to everyone for watching. I really couldn't do this without the support of my family, friends, and everyone who is helping me take my dream of becoming a content creator to the next level. I believe this channel will only get better as time goes on, so if you want to aid me in this journey, all I ask is you do what the kids say.
Comment, like, and subscribe!
Thanks, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.